Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel.
In today's episode, we're going to try and finish up the door like I promised. Get it mounted on the truck and get primer as much as we can and some body work done on the fender and whatever else we can manage to get done before it gets 900 degrees out here.
Alright, so let's get to it.
Alright everyone, so we got the door finished. It's been done for a while. We've just been waiting to get it all sanded down and prime it, but we noticed this big old hole here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a big hole that runs around the outside of that door skin there, the inside of the door skin I should say, and that's not good. We gotta have to replace that with some metal, but other than that the door would have been done. We would have primed it and put it on. It's been done. We've just not been onto it because we wanted to prime it and get it on there first so it could be ready to paint whenever we do it. And if you notice, we covered up where the mirror went. We didn't like those mirrors. We found some older mirrors in our supply, so we're going to use those to put them on the truck, and we're going to take the other mirrors and make something with the parts that we take off and don't use from this truck. We're gonna make something out of that. I don't recall if I ever told you guys, but if not, then you guys will find out in a later video. But other than that, everything's good on it for us to go ahead and prime it and install it on the door, on the truck, I should say. But yeah, we just got to fix up some grind down some stuff on this other side. But yeah, if you see, we went ahead and made this entire corner here on both sides, and they look pretty good in honesty. They just need grinded down and we'll be good to go. But yeah, so we're gonna be working on this patch here in this corner so we can get that fixed. It's definitely a big hole, but nothing that we can't fix. But if we do come into a door later on, we will 100% be replacing this door. This door is just not as good as we want it to be. There's body cement on it. There's holes, patch panels everywhere. We want a really structured door, so if we can find a brand new one, not brand new one, but a better looking one, then we surely will. So let's hop on to the next project. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and primer the top of the door, as Dad's doing right now. We're gonna fix that bottom part later. And our paint gun we tested on a different part of there, and I'll go ahead and show you that right now while he's doing that. We went ahead and did a test spot here. And you see, there's holes and everything, but this is just to show us that where we need to fix up any holes or any gaps that we missed when welding. But the paint gun, putting it on pretty nice. No, we don't have a paint booth, so yes, there's sand everywhere and it's gonna get in the paint, but it's not gonna be a lot. Nothing that we can't sand out of it. It's pretty nice in honesty. So you go back over here, you can already see he's getting down quite fast. And you just want to put it on a nice thin coat like he's doing, so it doesn't cause any.
If you had a better paint gun, this one's a piece of junk.
Yeah, but we're doing what we got. If you put it on too heavy, that'll drip, cause puddles, and you don't want that. You just want to put it on nice and thin, and then you let it dry, and then you go over with another coat, and you'll have a nice painted prime door. And you do the same way when you're painting, because
I won't use this paint gun to paint, I can tell you that much.
With the paint gun, you can cause puddles pretty easy. But just nice even coats like he's doing, back and forth. It's a process, a slow process, but once you get there and get it done, it's perfect.
And we're putting on a sandable primer. It's a real heavy primer, and I can already see spots we gotta fix, but that's why we're doing it.
As I said earlier, the door is completed. We just have this one corner here that we have to fix, and that's no issue. And if you're worrying about it getting on the glass and whatever, we're changing these glasses, this glass out anyway.
All this stuff's gonna be changed.
So it doesn't matter. Even this door handle here, scraped up, we change it. All of it will be brand new, well, newer than what we have.
I know you can actually buy that stuff new.
You can find that stuff new?
Yeah.
Well,
you just can't buy the door panels and stuff. You can, hard parts you can find.
yeah, so all this rubber, glass, door handle, all this will be switched out, so don't even worry about paint getting on it. It'll all be changed later. As you guys see, it went on very nice. And like you said, this is a sandable primer, so anything that that's sticking out, like any dust, any sand, whatever, we can sand it right on out of it. But we do have some holes through there, but nothing that we can't fix. It's all simple. This is a nice door.
It turned out pretty good for what we had.
And as you see now, he's going over with another coat after it done dried. And this primer dries quick, so we got this acrylic primer. I'll show you I'll show the can to you later, so you can see what we're using. But you just go on with nice even coats. It comes out great. And if you look at that second coat, it covered up a lot of these holes.
Any of the sanding scratches that you didn't get out, this stuff will fill up. Once we sand it down with probably, we'll use a couple different grits of paper. I'll probably go over it with 220, and then I'll go back over it with like 400.
But there it is. That's the door. It's primed. So let's move on to the next project. All right, so door's ready to be mounted, and we found some dents through here that we're gonna put some body cement, and we're getting ready to sand it on down right now. But we put a lot of body cement on there. We didn't need this much, but here it is. Well, let's go ahead and start sanding it down.
Gray primer, heavy sandable primer. Durabrand is the name. You mix it 1 to 1 or 1 to 1 1/4, but I usually go 1 to 1, and I pretty much just guess at it. I only need a little bit right this minute. So I think Seth broke my little canister there. Says he didn't. He's not saying a lot. I think he broke it.
When you mix this stuff, you want a perfect drip. That's how we always measure it out anyway.
Or a perfect dip, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and then spill it all over everything you're working on. It works better that way.
So how we always test it is go ahead and swish it around, and just like that.
Yeah, that's good.
It's got a perfect drip to it. That's how we've always done it. And
you really should measure it and do it the right way, but
we don't have time for that.
Not right now. And I think I'm gonna have to buy another canister or find another canister to mix it in. We're gonna try a different cup this time, a different gun.
We got one of our older guns out, and
see if it'll work. My luck, it probably won't work.
Dad used this a million years ago to paint his '68 Mustang. So we'll see how it works, and we'll get to you when we start painting. All right, so the other gun didn't work, so we're gonna go ahead and use this gun. We're gonna buy a new one.
Yes, sir. Before we paint, we have to.
just because this one is not very good at all. But with this primer, like I said, if we get any dust in it or whatever, we can sand it on out and it'll be fine. It covers it perfect. We're gonna talk to one of our buddies and see if we can use their paint booth.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
So before we paint, we'll definitely talk to them, just so we can get a better paint on there. Get no dust in it, no sand. But like with this primer, it doesn't matter because we can sand it on out if we do get it. Can do nice even.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. I just want to get this covered up. We got sanded down just in case it rains or something. We ain't got to worry about the rust again.
Yeah, and with this acrylic enamel, it'll be okay from everything. And this stuff covers nice, so if we had a better paint gun, it'd cover a lot better. But we're not really worried about it right now. And we'll get back to you when this is done. We got 2 more coats to do. All right, so this is the fender completely primed. We do got a little bit of divots there. Nothing we cannot fix, but God almighty, is she pretty. And we haven't sanded this down, so we didn't even attempt to prime it. We gotta sand it down and fix a little bit of damage that's in this front. We got nothing, just a little bit of weld gaps, a little bit of dents and stuff, but that's no worry. And if you can see, there's a little runniness there. What we can do with that is sand it right down, and that'd be perfect for it. But this is what we've gotten so far, and that's just, this dirt's from sanding down the body cement. That stuff all blows out, so it'll be fine. And there's the door one more time, and we'll show you whenever that dries. We'll show you a fitted door on there, and let's get to it.
All right, folks, we got the door mounted. The paint stuff looks pretty good, but our gaps are way off. We got to get it adjusted. It's way off. The back's not so bad, and we got a dent up here that I got to get fixed. But until we can get this stuff straightened out and these gaps set up, I did make my promise and get the door on here.
All right, everyone, this is the end of the video, and as you can tell, door's on there
As promised.
and it looks great. Like Dad said, we do got some gaps through here.
And we'll catch that. We'll catch that on the next one for sure.
Yeah,
We'll get it all adjusted.
the mounts on it are just a little seized up, so making it where it's pushed in, but we can fix that with a little bit of WD-40. And as I said before, windows, rubber, all of it's being replaced, so we don't care if it gets paint on it. It'll be fine.
And for the next video, I think what we can try to do is keep going down this side, get this whole side finished, and then move to the other side.
And the reason we're spot priming is because we're grinding off things and we want to get it preventing from rusting later on.
Yeah, because as you can see, we did this once. We sanded this whole truck down to the metal except for the bed.
And we just
now it's all rusty again, so we don't want to do that again. We want to make sure we cover it at the same time when we're doing the work, so that way we don't have to do it all over again.
But it's no issue for us, and we're gonna try to fix this later. In the next video, we're gonna try to get to this
and finish out our cab corner.
Yeah, we got little dents there, just nothing that we cannot fix, and we're just gonna get to it and try to do as best as we can. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Have a great one.